Hello, Furley family. Today I'm going to read the story called The Splendid Pool. And the author of The Splendid Pool is Laura Appleton Smith, and it was illustrated by Preston Neal. So let us begin. Luke and June spent all of their wedded days living in a one-room log cabin. The cute cabin had a grass roof that bloomed in the spring and a stoop with stools to sit upon in the afternoon. The cabin sat on a plot of land at the bottom of a looming rock cliff. Next to the cliff was a pool of water. The pool was filled by a river that spewed as if by magic from a crack in the looming rocks. Luke and June planted crops of carrots. Day after day, they tended to their crops and watered them from the pool. The carrots grew and grew. In fact, June and Luke grew the biggest and the best carrots in all of the land. One spring day, in Chapter 2, as June and Luke tended to their crops, a goose and a gander flew past. The geese looped back over the blooming cabin roof and past the rock cliff. Then they swooped down and landed on the pool. The goose and the gander began constructing a nest. As June and Luke sat on their stoop that afternoon, they were filled with gladness. They were not rich with silver or jewels, but there was a richness and a bit of magic in living next to a splendid pool of water. Chapter 3. The next day was cool, and the wind was gusting. As Luke filled his bucket, the wind lifted his hat up and blew it into the pool. The hat spooked the goose, and she flew from her nest. It was then that Luke spotted a glint. Luke crept up to the nest. In it was a silver egg twinkling in the sun. Luke could not help himself. He lifted up the egg in his hands. It was solid silver, as solid as a rock. June was on the stoop with her broom when she spotted Luke running at her. He was hooting and hollering as he ran. "We're rich, we're rich," he yelled. June was confused. Then she spotted the silver egg in Luke's hands. Chapter 4. Put on your boots. Bring this egg to the bank. Run as fast as you can, Luke begged June. "I cannot go myself. I have a job to do." June's mood filled with gloom. Why was she so sad if she was so rich? As June trekked to the bank, Luke got out his tools. He constructed a coop for the goose and put it on the top of her and her nest. When June got back from the bank, she was met by a sad song. Next to the pool, she spotted the coop with the goose in it. Next to the coop was the gander, crooning a sad tune. And why do you think that the gander was crooning such a sad tune? Well, we will find out tomorrow when we continue the story of The Splendid Pool. Goodbye, Furley family.